So we are looking at Euclid division algorithm and finding HCF. So the first two numbers are 225, which is greater than 135. So the very first statement will be using Euclid division algorithm. So 225 will be equal to 135 into something plus something, right? Of course I can do it aram se, but I'll take the help of the program, right? Why should I struggle when I have the program? That's the whole point, right? 135 and 135. Okay, I didn't type that. See, I mean, jokes apart, but how do you find what should be the quotient and remainder very fast? We should do it quickly, is it not? In exam, we can't depend on, program. So it's clear that we can't go with 2. I mean, tendency of going with 2 is high because we see a 2 and 1 over here. But we have 25 and 35. So obviously we can't go with 2, we have to go with 1. And subtraction will be 90, right? And then 135 is equal to 90 into so on and so forth. Okay, so this will be 90 into clearly 1 again. Difference is 45 and 90 can divide 45 with 2's and the remainder is 0, and thus the HCF is this particular number, that is HCF between 225 and 135 is 145, right? So let's execute this and we got same answer with the same number of steps. One more question. Given 38220, which is greater than 196, so we are going to using Euclid's division algorithm. We have 38220 is equal to 196 into something plus something. For this, I clearly use the program 38220 and 38220, correct, and 196. Apparently only one step, so we have this as the answer. Let us verify, because when I saw this for the first time I was like, is this correct? Have I done some programming mistake? But I didn't. The answer is correct. My program is correct. So that's your answer. So yes, this I agree. This I needed the help of a program. It would have been lengthy to solve this. But again, 38 and 19, right? It has to be around 20s, 200s, counting the number of zeros and stuff. So if I multiply with 200 and stuff and so on and so forth, I would have got to know that yes, it is somewhere closer, and I would have tried different possible numbers. One more clue is that there is a 0, so it has to be something close to 200. In this case, it happened to be 195 and the remainder is 0. See, it's not that they'll give you big numbers to get confused. They will indirectly ask you the syllabus of divisibility. When will a number 0 get divided? It has to be something with 2 or 5 or 10 or things like that. Is it not? So that's what they tend to do. They'll give you a clue indirectly that you have to figure out. I use the program, I'm not supposed to. It'll be like, you use the program, how can you tell all of that to us? Well, I should have not used the program, to be frank. I should have shown you how to do it. So now I'm telling you how I would have done it if not for the program. So I would have figured out, yes, I would have taken this, okay? So the way I would have done, right? Let me do it over here. So this is around, I would have considered, okay, this is 3 zeros and 2 hundreds. 2 gets cancelled, and clearly this is 190, is it not? right? So somewhere it has to be 190. Then I would have started with 190 into 196. So I would have got some answer. Then I would have gone with 195 into 196. Okay, so this is how you can make the division a bit simpler and find out a quotient which is another number which is closer to the actual quotient. Okay, so that's how you figure it out. So coming back to the answer, we have the 0 and thus the one which is dividing 196, that is your HCF. So HCF between 38220 and 196 is 196 itself. One last question. Solution. We have 867 which is greater than 255. Again, we are using Euclid division algorithm to figure it out. So we are starting off with 867 being equal to 255 into, let me use that method over here. So clearly I can approximate this to around 800ish, and this is around 250, right? 0 0 gets cancelled. So we can clearly see the quotient will be somewhere around 3, is it not? So now I'll multiply 255 into 3. So this will be 5 1 carry, 6 1 carry, 7, right? So I can't go with 4. This will become 800 and so on and so forth. That will be too much. So I can't go with 4. This is your quotient plus remainder. So that will be 1867 divided minus 765 2 0 102 102. So 255 is equal to 102. This is quite simple. 2's are. So you have 204. This will be 51. And now 102 is equal to 51 into what plus what? Clearly 2's are, and the remainder is clearly 0. And thus, since we got 0, we'll stop, and that's your HCF. Therefore, our HCF between 867 and 255 is clearly 51. Let's verify this using our program. So we have 255. Sorry, I have to run the program. I think one of the number is 2. Sorry. Okay. 255. Right. I think it's 255 and 867. Okay. So yes, that's the answer. 51. 3 steps, same number of steps and same numbers. So this is correct.